Central School District. We welcome you to tonight's contest, hosted by your Brighton Bruins. We are grateful to have your involvement at our athletic contest and encourage enthusiastic participation. Brighton is committed to providing an inclusive environment that values all members of our community. We therefore ask that you help support our education-based athletic goals by keeping your cheering positive and respectful. Individuals engaging in mean-spirited speech or behaviors that convey insult, intolerance, or disrespect will be asked to leave the premises. At no time will spectators be allowed to enter the playing surface. Thank you in advance for everyone's efforts to make this a great experience for all involved. Remember, everyone, be loud, be proud, and be positive. Go Bruins!
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-P. I used to move snowflakes by the OC. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music fans #1 supplier. Flying in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, Ho. Not DOC, but similar to the letters. No one can do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the Jews and the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to protect us. Shoot at you actors like movie directors. Say the movie, dog.
Now, before I finish, let me just say, I did not come here to show out. I did not come here to impress you. Because the day the truth about me here, I'm gone. And I don't care what you think about me. But just remember, when it hits the fan, whether it's next year, 10 years, 20 years from now, you're never going to say that brother lied to you, Jack.
Big ain't loud. I done came through the block and everything that's fly. I'm like Che Guevara with blink on. I'm complex. I never claim to have wings on. See, I get my Vianney beats on. Whenever there's a drought, get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. You can blame Sean, but I ain't invent the game. I just roll the dice trying to get some change. And I do it twice, ain't no sense to me. Lying as if I am a different man. And I can blame my environment, but ain't no reason why I be buying expensive change. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers. A block getting high within the game. If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years old, still the vibe is in my veins. I got a hustler spirit, just to carry it.
If we could get everyone to stand, move their hats for the national anthem.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
The Varsity Media Sports Network proudly welcomes you to Brighton High School, where this evening is a Section 5 showdown in boys lacrosse as the Victor Blue Devils taking on the Bruins of Brighton. Glad you're with us. Gene Battaglia with you. Kyle on camera. Joel Balthaser, our director this evening, as it's a Victor team coming in with a 10-1 record. And you were with us on Tuesday night on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Might have been the game of the year in Section 5, where Pittsford getting out to the 6-2 lead. But then Victor showing not only they're good on offense, but they're good on defense. Did not allow Pittsford a goal in the second half, nor in overtime. Even though Pittsford's defense was up to the task, Victor in the end prevailing. Victor getting 4 goals in this game from Thomas Gravino. Thomas Gravino making the engine run for this Victor team. He's got 39 goals on the season. Brighton's a team right in the middle of things in Section 5. They come into tonight with a 5-5 record. Their leading goal scorer, he's a freshman, James Holbrough, wearing number 21. He's got 29 goals on the season. The head coach for the Brighton Bruins, Sean Metz, assisted by Mark Engel and Marco DeBole, while Dan Stone continues to be the head coach for the Victor Blue Devils. Mark Fodor, Tony Pezzamenti, and Jamie Trimboli, the former Syracuse star, coming back to help out his alma mater. Those are your assistants for the Victor Blue Devils. The Victor team, 10-1 on the season, but outside of the conference, certainly playing maybe one of the toughest schedules, not only in Section 5, not only in New York State, maybe in the country. Going down to Maryland, taking on top teams. They lost to Calvert Hall, Maryland. That was back on April 14th. They did get a win over Don Bosco Prep out of New Jersey. That score by a 14-8 score. As both team captains here now at midfield. And as every game against Victor, the X is going to be the key. And putting on a clinic in the victory over Pittsburgh Tuesday night was certainly a player that might be the best in Section 5. Sam Rickey started off that game 15 of 15 from the X. So it's going to be a chore for whoever takes the face-offs, whether that's Henry Werzinger, the sophomore wearing number 12 for Brighton, or someone else, as Rickey is ready to go. Calmly waiting, number 21. But as Pittsburgh showed on Tuesday night, there are different ways to win games, or at least stay in games, I should say, when things are not going right at the X. As Werzinger getting down low, Rickey as well. And that's still being contested. Gravino trying to scoop up that ground ball. And Thomas Gravino has it, so it'll be Victor in the navy blue with the gold, starting off with this possession as they will be shooting at the cage to my left. Glad you're with us here this afternoon on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And it's good to have a 7 o'clock face-off without the lights on, right? The sun is out, and if you're watching this back years later, this is really the first break of nice weather we've had here in Rochester. It's just been a soaker of a week here. Rain day after day after day, including today, but finally in the late afternoon, things beginning to clear up. So we've got a beautiful evening across ahead. As Gravino shoots the bounce shot, and the save will be made. Thomas D'Angelo, he's a junior, saving 50.3% of his shots on the season. Behind the net, Herendeen shoots and scores. Jack Herendeen with his 17th of the season, and it's 1-0 Victor.
Victor goal by number 2, Jack Herendeen.
So that comes just 54 seconds into this game. Harrington letting that one rip. Brady Robinson getting the starting goal once again for Victor. He was key in that win on Tuesday night. At the X once again. And this is Ethan Amadon taking the draw, but that will once again go over to Victor. Has the feed in front. That's a long pull. Don Pezzamenti, who can be an offensive weapon when called upon, and Pezzamenti now will sprint off the field, and Victor will check in their personnel. As getting a run in here once again. It's going to be 26, Connor Megan, stepping out onto the field. As Herendeen will have it in the football end zone. Sam Gotham on the near hash. Gotham putting on the shot. The bounce shot hits it off the turf. Sam Gotham with his 22nd. And quickly, it's Victor 2 and Brighton nothing.
Victor goal, number 3, Sam Gotham.
So Sam Gotham getting the job done. The minute and 37 seconds into this one. And again, we'll keep tabs on Ricky. 2 for 2 at the X. Adam Mevs, he's the winger here for Brighton, racing in number 15, but getting to it. Once again will be the Victor Blue Devils as Gotham picks up that loose ball. So Gotham getting it over to Herendeen. And they'll work it around here as Brody Secker is out there as well. Number 25 has it along the near hash. 2-0. Victor, just 2 minutes gone by here. Megan throws it behind over to Herendeen. Herendeen's, that's where he likes to set up. Feeds it back up top. The big windup and just missing Tanner Radagonia. Left hash, the feed in front, tic-tac-toe. It is now 3-0. Pax Marshall with the goal for the Victor Blue Devils, his 22nd of the year. Some great passing here.
Goal, number 28, Connor Megan.
No, that's not Connor Megan. That is going to be Pax Marshall with the goal. Ricky trying to make it 4-4. He does. What a start here for Victor. And you kind of knew this coming in after they were pushed to the limit by Pittsford that they would come out just looking to make a statement here early as the ball will be on the right hash. There's Gravino, who has yet to join the scoring party. Had the golden goal on Tuesday night. He pushes that one wide. Owen McKenna, one of the senior leaders on this team. He's got the long pole there for Brighton as Herendeen sends it over. Gotham lost the handle, and here's the clearing attempt coming up, and it's quickly stripped away. Gotham coming up with that ground ball. Gets it back to Herendeen, and Herendeen up top. There's everybody a little out of position here as on the ride, getting bumped off of it. Good defense there, Luca DeSantis, but it still will remain Victor ball. 3 minutes gone by. It's already 3-0 here, Victor. Kyle Sager sends it over to Thomas Gravino. You can tell Gravino because he wears that sock up high. It's kind of like a brace on his left calf. Also out there for us, Ethan Adred, number 16. Pax Marshall behind the net. Paxton Marshall looking to throw it. He gets it to Gravino. Gravino buries it in the back of the net. It's 4-0. 8:28 remaining.
Thomas Gravino.
So that is the 40th of the season for Thomas Gravino. And when you get down that low, there's not much the keeper, D'Angelo, can do there in that position. Sophomore Henry Wersinger back at the X here for Brighton, going against Sam Ricky. Whistle, and Ricky will not take this one, so make it 4-5. And for the first time this evening, we'll see the Brighton Bruins on offense. Here they are on attack. As this will go behind the cage. Stanek to the far corner. Reversing his field, he throws it behind. James Holbrook, the leading scorer for this team, throws it to the far side. Very young Brighton Bruin team, as Miles McGuire is also a sophomore. So let's check back in 2 years here to see how these Brighton players develop. And again, 5-5, right in the mix here are the Bruins. CJ Palmieri is got the long pole there for Victor. As throwing it to the far side, McGuire goes over to serve. Again, another sophomore on the field right now. A lot of communication. Everybody yelling out assignments here. Tanner serve. Throws it behind the net. Serve will take it outside of the box. And Matthew Henninger with it. He's a freshman, first-year player. So sophomores, first-year players. Future is bright here at Brighton as Henninger trying to make his way in, trying to reverse his field, still can't get the shot off. That is just how stout this Victor defense is. Outside the box once again. We'll have the slow play warning coming up here at some point here. As this goes behind, Stanek wearing that hoodie today. Just a little chilly out. Stanek. He's being guarded by Ryan Dodge, one of the best long poles in Section 5, number 30. We're past the midway point here of the first. It's 4-0. Brighton's still looking for the first shot, and there it is. Not only the first shot, their first goal. James Holbrook getting his 30th of the season. It's 4-1.
Brighton goal, number 21, James Holbrook.
So Holbrook getting the Bruins on the board. That comes with 6:21 remaining here in the first. Nice crowd filing their way in still. Beautiful campus here on Brighton for all their athletic fields. As Ricky getting down low. That is still being contested, still being kicked around. And just how vicious Brighton is, but they get bounced out and finally getting that ground ball. Ethan Amadon for Brighton. Here's the clearing attempt, what it amounts to, as along the near side, a turnover, as picking it up will be Gotham. Gotham out in front, and that's going to result in a loose ball. Amadon again with another caused turnover, and he will bring it ahead. So some good pull work there by number 22. Now his feet offline, but time for Brighton to recover, and we have a whistle. Yeah, it's going to go over to Victor nonetheless. Gotham getting it down low, and maybe a little too cute, and that's going to roll out of bounds over to Brighton. 4-1 our score remains here in the first. So I know a lot of Brighton parents and supporters tonight, and just kind of a fun fact that, for Brighton Lacrosse, the football coach at Brighton, Steve Lee, and his wife, Tracy, I want to give good luck to her. She is her Nazareth Golden Flyers in the Empire 8 Championship game against St. John Fisher coming up Saturday morning. Certainly the job that Steve Leedon has done, great job here at Brighton for the football program. As the long pole for Workmeister, forcing the play to go back up top for Brighton. Trevor serve. Out there as well is Corey Schell. He's a junior, number 27. Joseph Messina, another junior, number 17 you see out there in the middle of this formation. Under 5 minutes to go in the first. Brighton being patient as they were last time. Outside the numbers, running around, Miles McGuire. Almost taking a full 360 before he'll pass it off. Serve will have it once again. He gets the short pull of Bravino. Again, good footwork here by the Victor Blue Devils. Brighton being patient. The shot, the save is made, not knowing where the rebound was. Getting a piece on that. Great save by Robinson. Here's the clearing attempt coming up for Victor, and then throwing it high. Getting pressured there was JT Workmeister, and that's going to result in the ball going back to Brighton. Here's Brighton in an unsettled situation coming ahead. The feed going down low, and the turnover, and maybe just a little bit of too excitement there. Kieran Hughes, a long stick midi jumping in. I thought it was going to be Hughes getting the feed there, but goes out of bounds. And here's the clearing attempt for Victor. 4-1, Blue Devils leading here. As that lob pass going ahead on the near side. As Connor Megan with it. Stepping into the box. Tanner Rigdonia, number 10 with it. He'll be on the near numbers, Rigdonia. Still with it. Now we'll throw it to the opposite side of the field. Calling out a play seemingly was Ethan Andred, pumping both arms up into the air. Gotham is on the near side. It's going to go over to the far side, however. So after that long defensive series, Gervino is not out there this sequence here for the Blue Devils. As Adred gets pressure, gets it over to Megan, now to the near side. Gotham finding Herendeen, who sends it just wide. Good passing there, but the feed just offline, and Pax Marshall closest to where it went out. We're down to 2:43 remaining here in the first. Flying right by here this evening from Brighton. As the feed going and the bounce pass going over the crossbar, and possession continuing here for the Blue Devils as Herendeen to inbound once again. Herendeen. Shift comes over, gets it to the far side. Megan dishing it off. Gotham recovering. Moving his way in. Herendeen going down low. Big save made. Thomas D'Angelo kicking that one out. Crease violation. Clearing attempt coming up for the Bruins. 4-1 the score remains. The Brighton defense giving their team a lift here. And that is why you don't have the keeper ever in the cage in case he misses it. You come away from the cage. As we've seen that happen, of course, at every level. Thomas D'Angelo throws it to the far side. Saw it happen in a Fisher RIT game at the collegiate level earlier this year. As now intercepting and some back and forth here. Getting it for 1 second was Dennis Cole, number 31. He had it stripped. And the ruling here is going to be in favor of Brighton. So it's Brighton ball. As we take a look here at that last save. Joel Balthaser, our director. That has to hurt. On a warm day even, especially on a cold day. .135 remaining. Workmeister defensively. As this will be number 5, Trevor Serve. Holbrook with the goal scored tonight. And we get a whistle. Not sure what that is. And they start the clock back up. As Heininger will take it behind the cage. He's guarded by Simon Cowell, the defensive midi. And Looks as if to me that Brighton's going to play the possession game here. Why not? When you're facing Sam Ricky at the X, make every possession count. So could be our last possession of the first quarter. Working their way in and then falling down. And the defense swarming there. Ball goes into the crease. So Victor sensing that. Now they're going to have an opportunity late here. As the feed will go across the field, hitting Ryan Dodge on the near side. Dodge, the long pole. Is he thinking goal? Dodge takes it, but nope. Doing the smart thing, and we will get an offside call. Got to be careful there, and now here's Brighton with a chance late, and then a big hit delivered. Loose ball on the field. Getting that big hit for Victor was Braden McConville. McConville laying his man out. That's just some good physical lacrosse, folks. Shot is offline, and it will be a Brighton clearing attempt as nobody was back there for the Victor Blue Devils. Maybe time to get one shot off. As trying to run the length of the field will be the long pole. As, the flag coming down. That's going to be an offside call against Victor as the whistle will blow. So, after Victor had gotten off to a 3-0 lead in the first 2 minutes of play, Brighton tightening things up. We head to the second. Our score, Victor leading here 4-1. Thanks for watching the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Just a pleasure calling a game where it's not raining this week. The camera crew, Kyle on camera tonight, our director Joel Balthaser, and it's always some quality lacrosse when you get Victor involved, and Brighton is up for the task tonight. And see where the Bruins fit in here in Section 5 at 5-5, and it's crazy to me to think that, okay, today is the 4th. We are some 27 days away from the sectional championships as we take a look here at the goal scored by the Bruins, and that would be number 21, James Holbrook, getting his 30th of the season. For Victor, Thomas Gravino getting the 4th goal. That is number 40 for him on the season. So on the penalty, so there was a penalty for offside, and this will result in the man up here for the Bruins. And that does carry over the quarter, of course. So 30 seconds going up, and our first man up, the Bruins, an opportunity to cut into this Victor lead. And it was Herendeen that was trying to stay on side right at the end and just basically tripped over the midfield stripe, and that's a man-up goal. Miles McGuire, his 17th of the season, and Brighton has cut it to 4-2.
Brighton goal, number 2, Miles McGuire. Assist from number 21, James Holbrook.
At the X. And Gravino will come up with it. Gravino losing his footing. A little bit of trouble, but has time to recover. So Ricky now 5 of 7 on the draws tonight. 4-2 is our score here. We are in the second. Oh, and then just maybe he lost that in the lights. Not sure, but Kyle Sager would like to have that one back. Now Brighton has some life here. They're going to get the ball back, only down by 2. And the sun is setting in that direction, so certainly plausible, as now on the near side will be Owen McKenna. Feed coming over to Kieran Hughes. Hughes offline. Can it be saved in the corner? Yes. As that's going to be Holbrook. Holbrook drawing the long pole at Workmeister. So some 20 yards out. Brighton gets in the personnel they want. Ryan Dodge over there defensively. Corey Schell, number 27, once again getting a run in here for the Bruins. Trevor serve with it. Between the hashes, a hit, and that's going to be a penalty coming up. Second man up tonight is going to be in favor of Brighton. They just scored on one. As we take a look at the replay. As going up high there was Braden McConville. McConville had that big hit in the first quarter. See how the man-down defense responds here for Victor in a 2-goal game. Worzinger is going to man the top of this formation. Empty set. Now some players cutting through as here's the design play. Behind the cage this goes. Worzinger over to the far side. Stannett cutting through. Bounce pass going over to the far side. Closing seconds here, the man up as that shot ripped by McGuire, just missing the upper left-hand corner. As the feed back up top, Workmeister faking the shot. Here it is. Teeing a big save by Robinson. Oh, looked like a lot of space to shoot at as the man up has expired. So big save there by Victor's number 22, Brady Robinson. Possession continuing for the Bruins. However, the man up has expired. And now racing off the field will be Worzinger. As the substitution coming in, get some fresh legs out there. As the feed and coming out will be Trevor Serve. Corey Schell now with it, and this gives Brighton's defense a chance here to catch a nice long breather. 4-2 our score remains. McGuire outside the numbers, guarded by Simon Cowell. McGuire putting his hand up into the air. McGuire trying to work his way in, going down low, he scores! Brighton's cut it to 1! Miles McGuire, his second of the evening. Back-to-back goals for him, in fact, and it's now 4-3.
Miles McGuire.
Wow. Not a lot to shoot at. It looked like Robinson had everything pretty well covered. And great camera work there. Brighton thinking upset here. Ricky winning the draw. He's now 6 of 8 as Ricky along the near numbers. Stepping into the box, and more often than not, he will get off. And when you talk about great face-off players for Victor Lacrosse, actually Ricky's going to stay out there for a little while. You know, certainly T.D. Erlin is the player, and they were going to rule this over to Brighton. Sam Ricky, the way he's going here, he certainly has the potential to do some great things. How about this? Brighton now with a chance to tie this game. We are in the second. As Holbrook behind the cage. And we get a timeout call. Interesting game here this evening, as it is Victor leading by 1, 4-3. We stepped aside here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
A little disco here tonight at Brighton, as there will be timeout called by the Bruins. 4-3 the score. It's a Victor team that didn't take the lead in that game until overtime against Pittsburgh. Got to keep that in mind. It was just a nice old rally. So if you're just logging on, Victor coming out like a house of fire, 3-0, just 2:16 into the game. However, Brighton clawing their way back into this one, and here we are in the second quarter. It's a one-goal game. Dodge defensively as Brighton's spreading this out. Up top. Heininger with it. He'll hand it off. Opportunity as Heininger shoots and scores, and we are tied. It's number 28, Matthew Heininger, the first-year player with his 5th of the season. No hesitation there. So after Victor had jumped out to the 4-0 lead, Brighton has answered, scoring the last 4 in this game. Ricky kicking that one out, 50-50 ball. They're going to call that over to Brighton. Loose ball push. Brighton waiting for the official to give the blessing here to start it up. Bruins go to work. The underhand shot is a feed, is going to be offline, and overrunning the ball was Corey Schell. Still a ground ball, and coming away with it will be McGuire. So McGuire getting it over to Trevor Serve. For the score. Brighton on a 4-0 run. Palmieri with the long pole for Victor. As McGuire looking for his third, shoots, and the save is made by Robinson. Robinson, great work with the stick, picks it cleanly out of the air. And here's the clearing attempt coming up for the Blue Devils, as getting it over will be Workmeister, and he will step into the box. And a whistle and an offside call. Wow, some of these self-inflicted wounds for Victor tonight after such a great start. And now here is, once again, Brighton with a chance to take the lead. As Holbrook lobbing it back up top. As Heininger will have it some 30 yards out. Cowell will be on defense for Victor. Workmeister patrolling around the crease for the Blue Devils. Yeah, the patience of this Brighton attack is something noteworthy, and I got to think that might be a little by design here tonight. They do not want to get into a track meet with Victor, and so far, the strategy is working. He shot, bouncing it wide. Was Holbrook. Didn't get a really good look at it, and closest to it where it went out. This will remain Bruin possession. Robinson with some big saves here for Victor. Has to do it again. This goes off the iron, and then racing to it, it's going to be Robinson. And it'll be a clearing attempt coming up for the Blue Devils. Victor's defense holds. We remain tied 4-4, as now we're down to 4 minutes remaining here before halftime. Workmeister gets it ahead to Pax Marshall. The clearing attempt is good. The whistle. And a timeout called by Dan Stone and the Victor Blue Devils. Time to talk things over. We'll take a quick break here. 3:54 remaining here in the second. 4-4 game on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
So the timeout called by the Blue Devils. Each team has one timeout remaining here, should they elect to use it here in this first half. As Pax Marshall to inbound from the near side. He's going to draw the long pole of the senior Owen McKenna. Victor scoring the first 4 goals of this contest. Brighton answering with 4 goals of their own. 4-4 is our scores. We're down to 3:43 and counting here before halftime. Kyle Sager will be in the middle of this formation. It comes over to the near side. Gravino lobbing it over to the far side. Gravino has one of the 4 goals tonight. Gravino makes a move. Dishing it off. Fans into it tonight here at Brighton. As knocked away, but then getting it back. Good defense there by Trevor Serve, the defensive midi. Gravino in the box. Gravino lobbing it down low, the shot in the goal. Gravino finding his man Gotham. Victor retakes the lead. Gotham's second of the evening. 23rd of the season for the senior.
Goal number 3, Sam Gotham.
Coach just told him if you don't go to half of the lead, it sprints the entire practice tomorrow.
So this is now where Victor shows what they can do here at the Axe here. Big face-off coming up here for Brighton. Ricky getting down low. And it'll be 1. As here's Gravino going in on the left hash. Gravino, I'm going to call it a shot. It was not a feed. So Victor has won 7 of the 10 draws here tonight. And they go back to work here. With 2:40 remaining here before halftime. Sager running along the numbers, pushes it over to the near side. This will be Pax Marshall on the numbers. Marshall cutting it along the hash. Marshall fires, hits the iron. Karam's way out near midfield. This is going to be a kind of an adventure here. Rolling out of bounds. Should be Brighton ball. It is. Wow. Taking another look here. It's just an inch away from a 2-goal lead, and you can't do that if you tried, right? If you're Pax Marshall. And now here's Brighton with a chance to tie this. As now we're under 2 minutes remaining here before halftime. Trevor Serve on the right side. Dodge has the long pole, as does C.J. Palmieri. And it's going to be stripped away by Dodge, cause turnover, and that will result in a clearing attempt. Great play by number 30, as here's Workmeister along the near side. Victor will have one last possession. No, they won't. The feed offline. Brighton's going to get it right back, as McConville was not able to haul that feed in. And now Brighton, if they want to, well, they have time to talk this over. Good timeout call by Sean Metz. Comes with 1:04 remaining. So Brighton out of timeouts this half. And presumably they'll hold for the last shot here, as we will be right back after this on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Well, this one, I think it's a game that we thought coming in, boy, this is going to be tough for Brighton. they are up for the challenge here tonight and then some. Here they have a chance to tie this game. Brighton clawing their way back from a 4-0 hole. It's 5-4. As Gotham had the go-ahead goal just moments ago to break this tie. But Brighton with a chance to tie it back up. As Holborough will have it behind. And you would think that Brighton's going to try to play for the last shot here. 47 remaining on the clock. Holborough, though, gets a good angle and scores! And on his belly, does a little flop. We are tied at 5. Second tonight for Holborough. Like that celebration. Although I'd have to think that would hurt. On a slip and slide, that might be fun. 5-5 the score. Whistle, and it will be in favor of the Victor Blue Devils. Gravino on the near number. So Victor will have the last chance to break a tie here before half as Gravino 20 yards out. He's the top playmaker for this Blue Devil team. Crossover move. Gravino fires and scores. No surprise that Gravino was going to take that. Just amazing speed by number 34, his 40, first of the season.
Victor goal number 34, Thomas Gravino.
And again, off the bounce there. Sometimes those are just so hard to read if you're a keeper. Just an array of shots from Thomas Gravino. Here's Ricky, who's going to kick it out, and he'll have time to flag that down, lobbing it back. But is this enough time for Victor to get one more shot off? 10 seconds remaining, and Brighton stealing it away. 5 seconds remaining. Can Brighton get a shot off? Here they get it back. The shot from way out, and the save is made. So Robinson making the save on Trevor's serve. But the Brighton fans appreciative of this effort so far here tonight. As our score at the half, Victor leading 6-5. 2 goals from Thomas Gravino, 2 goals tonight also from Sam Gothen. Well, they just turned on the lights here at the stadium here in Brighton, and we will step aside and be back right before the beginning of the third. Thank you for watching here tonight on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your events or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
Hi, I'm Gene Sterator, CBS Rules Analyst and longtime sports official. For the adults watching this video, you grew up in a world where officials, umpires, and referees for youth sports took their place regularly and reliably ahead of game time. Today, unfortunately, it's getting harder and harder to fill those jobs. Videos showing abusive treatment of officials multiply on social media, and there have been consequences for the dreadful behavior of players, fans, and coaches. Massive shortages of officials now lead to games being canceled, and the positive effects of athletic competition are at critical risk for this generation and those to come. I'm hoping we all can begin to see youth competition through a different lens. Today, mistreatment of officials has become normalized, and we are facing an abnormal future where no officials to hire means no games on the schedule.
Any call, any decision, any human effect on wins and losses has become subject to not just withering criticism, but physical threats. There's a vicious cycle at work. Fans chase away officials, and there is a smaller pool to draw from, which makes it harder to get quality, well-trained people in position. The entire game suffers.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines? This sort of verbal abuse and threatening behavior takes a toll on all officials and makes them leave the game altogether.
Did you know, from 2018 to 2022, an estimated 50,000 high school referees, roughly 20%, have quit. Half of the remaining referee population is at least 50 years old, but young officials are rarely staying more than 3 years in the job.
If the number of officials working contests in all sports doesn't begin to increase, there won't be enough officials to work the games. That means schedules will get cut, teams or even sports might get canceled. In many states, this is already happening.
Remember that officials are invested in what they do. Many officials have regular, full-time jobs, and they're sacrificing time away from their families. Try to demonstrate empathy, put yourself in their position. Think how you would feel about getting yelled at throughout your workday.
Yelling and arguing with officials sends the wrong message to young players. According to Play by the Rules Sports Advocacy, it teaches them that it's not okay to make a mistake. They can blame others for their actions. They can disrespect authority figures, and it's okay to be rude and selfish.
You know, officials enforce rules, keep competitions fair, and make player safety a priority, allowing youth sports to be a valuable arena for growth. If we can all just work together and be more empathetic to not just the officials, but everyone else in youth and high school sports, we can then preserve what many of us have embraced about athletics. And you and I know the benefits of sports, right? Let's spread that gratitude and be proud of what we can build and not blind to how it's being torn down. Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
So what happens now? Your response in the heat of the moment is the only thing you totally control, and we have an experiment for you to try. Simply stated, just cheer for your child or the team you're there to support. Move that desire to lash out to a different place and encourage without rage. Your child's sporting memory should be about how you helped inspire and not about how you caused embarrassment.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your events or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming schedules and content, and on social media @Varsity Media.
We welcome you back here to Brighton High School, where tonight it's been an interesting game, right? Victor jumping off to a 4-0 lead. Brighton answering with the next 4 goals. And a little back and forth, and right at the end, Thomas Gravino giving back Victor the lead, 6-5, as we get ready to begin the second half. Sam Rickey back at the X. He won 8 of 11 draws that first half, but Brighton showing everybody if you play good defense and you have a good ride here sometimes that you can have other areas where you can get that possession. Gravino matched up along the near side with number 5, Trevor Serve. And Gravino racing in there and getting that draw. Here's where Gravino going in, dishing it off. Gotham back down low, and then picking that one off a feed. What a play there by D'Angelo. Here's the clearing attempt in transition. Brighton getting it in the box. And Luca DeSantis still with it. Ryan Dodge doing his best there to poke that away. DeSantis still maintaining the possession. So a successful clear is, well, what happened there? Well, they couldn't get into the box in time, apparently, as it goes out. And now it will be clearing attempt coming up here for the Victor Blue Devils. 6-5 our score. Robinson to the near side. And this will be the long pole of JT Workmeister. Herendeen now taking behind the net. Ethan Amadon, the long pole there for Brighton. Owen McKenna also there defensively for the Bruins. Got a full moon out tonight as it's coming up right over what would be the football 50-yard line here tonight. It's just a beautiful setting here at Brighton. Gotham pulling back. Now he goes into motion. Reversing his field. Again reversing his field. Now dishing it back up top. Gravino with it. Stripped away. Quickly gets it back. Very active with the long pole is Kieran Hughes, number 11. Gravino fires. Save me. Kicked out. Again, D'Angelo as the ground ball picked up and then thrown away. You're looking for Gravino on the near side. Brighton's defense holds once again. Score remains 6-5. Easy clearing attempt as Hughes up along the near side. Getting it ahead. It's Axel Stanek as he'll take it behind the cage. Dodge defensively on the far side. 2 minutes gone by here in the third. Miles McGuire pushing it back up top. Heininger on the near hash. Little stutter step. Heininger, crossover move, and he'll pull back. Brady McConville defensively for Victor. Back up top, shoots and scores. That's the third tonight for Miles McGuire, and we are tied once again.
Goal number 2, Miles McGuire. Assist for number 28.
McGuire, a sophomore. Heininger, a freshman. Holborough, another first-year player. Future very bright here at Brighton. As picking that ball up. Once again, Ricky winning the draw. So a game that Victor has not trailed, but they find themselves tied at 6 as Gravino finds the cutter. No! Losing the handle. And then ground ball being contested as Ricky gets to it, shovels it out. Here's Gravino faking the shot, working his way in. He gets hauled down and scores anyways. From his knees, thought we would get the flag there, did not. And Thomas Gravino with his third tonight, 42nd of the season. Victor retakes the lead.
Goal number 34, Thomas Gravino.
Gravino somehow getting that shot off. Had the defender right in front of him. Looked like Ethan Amadon had that played perfectly. As now face-off still being contested, and it will be Victor coming up with it. Herendeen getting that loose ball. So Victor's now won 11 of 14 draws tonight. And now they settle things down here. As joining this run will be Ethan Adrid. To the near side, Gravino. Cross feed, the shot, the goal. Adrid getting his second of the year for the senior midi. That's a 2-goal lead now for the Blue Devils.
Victor goal number 16, Ethan Adrid.
Gravino, another point for him, finding the open player. Ricky at the X going once again against Wersinger. And it will be Ricky winning this draw once again. They step into the box, do the Blue Devils, going back to work. 2-goal lead now for Victor, as we have 8 minutes remaining here in the third. On the far hash, feed over to Gotham. And now Victor's starting to open it up here. Gotham makes it 9-6.
Victor goal, number 3, Sam Gotham.
Gotham getting open on the near side. Marshall with a beautiful feed. Just a little bit of elevation, that's all he needed. And another clean draw one, 13-16 for Ricky tonight. And Victor on a run here after a 6-6 score. It's now 9-6. Gotham on the near numbers. Thomas Gravino lobbing it over, and staying out there will be Brody Secker. Gotham makes a move. Aggressive defense. Really aggressive by number 11, Kieran Hughes. That's going to eventually result in a feed, but the whistle, and we'll have the hold call going against the Brighton Bruins. Possession remains for Victor. Pulling it back out. Sager with it. Sager near hashes, goes to Gravino. Back across the field. The shot. Save is made. D'Angelo keeping Victor off the board there as Hughes gets that ground ball. Now here's the outlet clearing attempt. Unsettled situation as pushing it ahead will be served. But Victor's defense quickly gets back. Brighton gets the stop they needed, down by 3 as we're in the third. Stannett with it, and we'll take it behind the cage. Guarded by Dodge. Past the midway point here of the third. Heininger, left hash. And the feed a little too tall there as Messina could not pull it down. Take a look at this last save. Perfectly played there by Thomas D'Angelo coming into tonight. 50.3% on the save percentage for this season. Clearing attempt successful. They get it in the box as Gotham able to pull that down. Feed right out in front. Adrian throws it right over the top of the crossbar. Herendeen closest to the end line. 5:22 remaining here in the third. Herendeen fires. Save is made. Once again, Thomas D'Angelo. Number 3 came to play tonight. Bruins looking for a good pathway to bring the ball ahead. It's going to be D'Angelo doing this himself. Always adventurous, and he's going to throw it away. Getting pressured there, and that's just some good defense there by Victor. Surprised that might have been a time to call the timeout there. Keep the possession alive. Now Victor gets it back, looking to go up by 4. Sager will throw it to the corner. Behind the cage this goes. It's Herendeen. And Herendeen misplays it. Miscommunication. That's going to go midfield. 50-50 ball. Rolling out of bounds. And the unforced error there by Victor. Brighton gets it back. Moving on in. Getting into the box. Robinson calling out the defense there for the Victor Blue Devils. Ground ball going all the way back to the other side of the field. Rolling, and the call will be... Hold on. Officials are going to confer here. Good camera work by Kyle and the team. Okay, so it will be in favor of Brighton. You see the officials, everybody making sure. What did you see? What did you see? Whistle starting back up as Shell will take it to the far corner. Working his way ahead. Shot from the left side, hits the iron, caroming out there. Big shot made by Heininger, and he's going to track down that rebound on the near side. Make that number 29, Stanek getting that rebound. Back up top, Heininger fires, and the bounce shot there goes wide of the post as our director Joel Balthaser giving us another look. Brighton possession continuing. Shell has it. Dancing around the crease behind the cage. Now takes it wide. Dodge there defensively, and that's going to result in a ground ball to the far side, and it's going to go over on the offside. Just going over there to the Victor Blue Devils. So, good defense pressuring the mistake. Here's an unsettled situation as Gravino moving it ahead. 3 goals tonight for Gravino. Dishing it off. Gotham winds up and hits the iron. Carrying high into the air, and Brighton with a chance now to clear. Owen McKenna getting that ground ball. D'Angelo throwing up along the near side. Here's the clearing attempt in progress as Amadon getting pressured from behind, but Amadon finds a way out. However, he'll turn it over to the far side. Coming up with it, Simon Cowell. Cowell with it along the far sideline. And Victor will get the clear, and now they can settle things down, checking in the personnel they want to as Cowell will get off the field. Gravino will join the attack. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the third. What was a 6-6 game here. It's turned into a 3-goal lead here for Victor. Feed, and that goes offline and then goes right into the stick of Thomas D'Angelo. So the ride last couple times has been successful here, and then pressuring along the near side. Brighton's got to get it over. And weaving his way through traffic will be Amadon. Still with it. Amadon getting pressured. The long pole steps into the box. And he's getting pressured, and now Brighton will call the timeout. So Brighton using one of their timeouts here in this third quarter, the second half. 9-6. Victor with a 3-goal lead as we take a quick break on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
There it is. See, I told you about that moon, Joel. Beautiful tonight here. So it will be Brighton ball. They have one timeout remaining. Yeah, the purple sky. Not sure who that favors here tonight. Whether that's the home team or the visitors from Victor. Behind the cage, this will go. And it's stripped. Contested ball. The Victor's going to come up with a whistle. And it's going to still be Brighton ball. Cannot count this Bruins team out. They battled back from a 4-0 hole earlier tonight if you're just logging on. Tied it at 6, but they have not led tonight. Here they are down by 3. This would be a good time to get one here before the end of the third quarter. McConville defensively for Victor, as that gets brought wide by Corey Schell. As they'll work it around. 17, Joseph Messina with it now. This puts us under 1 minute remaining. Yeah, good long pole work and picking it up. Ryan Dodge caused turnover, getting the ground ball, and now he gets pushed off the ball. Oh, that's just a great ride by Matthew Heininger. Heininger getting the ball back here for the home team, and he's going to have to go over and race after. And you hear the fans saying, come on, Matthew. 47.8 remaining here in this third quarter. So Brighton will have the last possession. Serve with it. McConville defensively for Victor. Serve. Takes it to the far corner. Serve. Pushing it just wide. Who's closest? Looks like Victor. No, they're going to say it goes over to Brighton. Staying with Brighton. Okay, well, time for one last shot here. McGuire has 3 goals tonight. He's got it right now. Can he create this himself? McGuire looking for a little bit of room. Is not going to find it. Has to pull back. 17 seconds remaining in the quarter. McGuire lobbing it down low. The scoop shot. The save is made by Robinson. Karam's out. And it'll be Victor ball. Victor's defense getting the job done. Will they get time for one heave? And here it comes, the length of the field. And the horn will sound. So Victor, why they're so good as we take a look at this last sequence. That's 22. Robinson getting, I believe it went off the actual pole part of the stick. In the end, it's a save, and we go to the fourth. Victor leading Brighton 9-6 here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Now is the time to order a college recruiting video with Varsity Media. College recruiting videos can save thousands of dollars on college tuition and help land a spot on the team. Our videos include your best plays set to music with spot shadowing effects to help you stand out from the competition. Contact Varsity Media today and mention this ad to save 15%. Call 516-403-2050 or email jeff@varsitymedia.net.
Well, Ricky's ready for the draw here. Begin the fourth for Victor. And once again, Brighton sticking around here. And this time, Joseph Messina taking the draw. And it will be Victor coming up with it. 14-17 tonight, Victor at the X. And it's a huge, huge factor here when they're ahead by 3 and they begin with the possession here in the fourth quarter. Gene Battaglia with you, as proud to be bringing this to you on the Varsity Media Sports Network and bringing it ahead. Here will be the shot that will go wide by number 16, Ethan Adred. And again, we still have a few openings, so if you like us to come out and shoot a game at your school, by all means, reach out to us, varsitymedia.net, And it's never too soon to start planning for the fall as well, because honestly, like the football schedule's out, love to do games around Section 5. Shot off the iron. Gravino, and I thought it was going to go over the football crossbar. It does not. That would have been funny, but instead it will be still Victor ball as we take a look at Thomas Gravino once again, who was looking for goal number 4 tonight and came within a fraction of an inch here getting it. Feed in front and tap just wide, and Victor will continue the possession. 56 seconds into this fourth quarter. Gravino 20 yards out. Moving those feet around. Gravino lobbing, and here's the shot. That's just going to go wide. Do this once again. Has the feet offline. That's going to roll all the way near midfield, trying to create possession. Great play there by C.J. Palmieri, just to kind of shovel that ahead and not go offside. That's so key. As that shot, again, save made. Beautiful save. Thomas D'Angelo. Here's the clearing attempt as D'Angelo getting pressured. D'Angelo still with it. Fires it ahead. Here's the long pole, working it ahead. Hughes with it. Hughes sending it down low. And Victor maintaining their defensive responsibilities. So first order of business here, Brighton, was to get the stop. They get the stop. Now here they go on offense. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Heininger with it. Heininger making a move. Heininger looking for the left hand, throws it behind the cage. Turnaround shot off the iron. And it's going to go over to Victor. What a play there by Brady Robinson, diving to it. And here's going to be the clearing attempt here for the Blue Devils. And pretty easy clear at that as McConville racing ahead, takes it to the far hash. And Victor stepping into the box with 9:23 remaining in regulation. Well, if anything, Brighton has served notice here that they will be a problem for whoever they face in the sectionals, and that's just the depth of talent in Section 5. So many great players and teams. Here's going to be the shot from the outside that'll go wide. Herendeen, who began the scoring tonight, sends it back up top. To the near side to Pax Marshall. Marshall 20 yards out. Making a move. Marshall going in. Slide comes over. The feed bounces ahead to the far side. Offline feed. Here's the clearing attempt. And getting pressured. D'Angelo, the keeper, he's got some wheels. He's in some trouble, though, however, and well, he's going to try to work his way out of it. And a whistle. And was it a timeout? I think it was. Brighton will call the timeout. So they're out of timeouts, but at least they maintain the possession. With 8:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Victor up by 3 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your event or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net. Varsity Media offers live streaming, videography, and photography services for all teams and individuals of all ages. In business since 2010, we are the trusted source when it comes to sports media coverage. If you have a big game that needs to be filmed or live streamed, or an athlete in need of action photography, reach out today and save 15% when you mention this ad. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
So it's Victor here leading by 3, 8:27 remaining as Brighton out of timeouts as keeper D'Angelo was in trouble right in front of the Victor bench. So you have to use that timeout. You have to maintain the possession. But now Brighton won't get another chance at that as along the far side, penalty coming up, flag coming down right in front of the Victor bench as going to his feet was Miles McGuire. So for the third time tonight, Brighton will have the man up. Sager with it. Sends it over to the near side. Trevor Serve, I should say, number 5, gets it over to the far side. So 1 for 2 on the man up tonight are the Brighton Bruins. This is important, needless to say, down by 3 here in the fourth. As McGuire to the far side. Rotating around, it's offline, and Robinson's going to get to that ground ball. Robinson racing around, finds his man, and here's the clearing attempt. Man down here for Victor, and they're going to get it done. Workmeister bringing it ahead. Excellent job on the man down for the Victor Blue Devils. Still looking for a little bit of help here. So they could switch off here, but now we're back to even strength. So up by 3, in no rush. See if this is going to be the strategy from Dan Stone. Does everybody kind of play a little catch here and work it around, as Brighton's going to have to take a little bit of a risk here coming out. Moving ahead, Sager sends it to the far side. Gravino between the hashes. He's got 3 tonight, sends it over. Gravino coming off a 4-goal game against Pittsburgh, including the golden goal. Here's Gravino again. Gravino fires and scores. Thomas Gravino making it 10-6. And that'll be his 43rd of the season.
Victor goal by number 34, Thomas Gravino.
Just the slot there, the angle. And Gravino, he can come over the top. He can bounce it off the turf. Completely like that. It's an array of shots from Gravino as Ricky winning the draw once again. 15 of 18 tonight. And now Victor sensing this. Victor looking to move to 11-1 on the season. They have the possession and a 4-goal lead. And now we'll check in the personnel that they want. Moving in, the shot, and the save is made. Thomas D'Angelo letting that one rip. It was Connor Megan, and Megan trying to do what he can to get that ball back. So this gives Brighton a little bit of life here. We're past the midway point of the fourth, though. As Victor's gone on a 4-0 run to break a 6-6 tie. As the feet too tall. Dodge again, forcing that error. It doesn't get credit, I'm sure, for the caused turnover, but you just watch the film, you know number 30 is all over the place. As the clear will be successful, as Cowell will bring it ahead. And now if you're Dan Stone and head coach of Victor, you're probably telling your team here, just we can afford here to choose some time. As Gravino has it between the hashes. Victor with that 4-goal lead. Gravino crossover move. Gravino weaving through traffic, and the save is made. Unbelievable save by Thomas D'Angelo, and really, quite frankly, unbelievable moves there by 34 Thomas Gravino. Opportunity is now moving ahead on the far side. It'll be Holbrook, and then the flag coming down. Holbrook getting knocked to the ground, and then he dives into the crease. Another flag, so we might have 2 penalties. No, I'm not sure if that goal would actually count, though. Let them sort this out. Holbrook clearly landing in the crease there. As we sort all this out. So you're going to see Workmeister here. I'm not sure about that, but they'll get Workmeister for the penalty, and then that's close. They're still discussing this. They're going to count it as we're watching the replay. And I don't think it's conclusive. It's not. When he let the ball go, I don't believe he was in the creases. We go back to the previous highlight, and how does this all happen? Courtesy of Thomas D'Angelo not allowing Gravino to go 5-hole. So that makes our score 10-7. I'd say the penalty coming down right at the end. So there's something right at the end of this. So I see Workmeister is over. And they're going to send 2 players off. So 2 men down here for Victor. Yeah. Interesting. Game not over yet, folks. So the Bruins tonight with 2 man-up goals, and they're going to need another. So only 4 defenders on the field right now. Coming out to join the defense is number 31, Dennis Cole. He's a sophomore, number 31. Whistle blows. Now, not a lot of time here for Brighton to waste here. They've got to make quick decisions. McGuire with 3 goals tonight. He's going to have it along the near hash. Feed to the left side, faking the shot. Back up top. McGuire fires, sends it just wide. Remains Brighton ball. So 4 penalties called on Victor tonight, and none so far on Brighton. As running behind the net will be Holbrook. Holbrook throwing it in front, and there's another man-up goal. And that cuts it now to 10-8. Boy, this Brighton team, they are pesky. Holbrook setting up his man. Getting it over to Ansgar Stanet. And for Ansgar Stanet, the junior, that will be his 20th of the season. Man-up goal, making it 10-8. But then Ricky winning the draw. Amazing. Tonight he's 16 of 19 at the X. Here's the shot. Gravino, the save is made. And again, Victor, last 2 possessions, they could have moved it around, settled things down. Both times opting for the quick shot. And now, here's Brighton with a chance as they're going to get the clear. Cut this lead to 1. They're out of timeouts, however. The ball will be stripped, and possession continuing on the far side, working his way in. The shot just going wide. Well, it doesn't go out of bounds, however. That's going to be saved. How about that? Thought for sure that was going to go out of bounds, and the clear will be good. What we think will be good is Victor with some pressure. JT Workmeister coming up with that ground ball on the far side. Victor will use a timeout here to maintain the possession. I'm sure the message will be clear from Dan Stone. Let's make sure we're eating some time. It's only a 2-goal lead here for Victor with 3:16 remaining. We take a quick break here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media offers live sportscasts for any event. Our productions include announcers, multiple camera angles, graphics, instant replay, and so much more.
Hankinson getting it back. Hankinson going in, dropping it back. The shot of the goal! That's it! That's it! Norton! Pittsburgh, the Class A champions!
If you want to enhance your events or make the experience better for your viewers, reach out to Varsity Media today and learn more about our live sportscast. Contact Varsity Media at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
No, thanks for watching here tonight. We've just been treated some excellent lacrosse this week. That game Tuesday at Pittsburgh, and then tonight here in Brighton, 10-8. Thomas D'Angelo kind of standing on his head. Use a hockey phrase. Still playing really well for Brighton. But now here's Victor, and I would have to think the message from Dan Stone would be, okay, time is on our side, guys. Let's not quickly shoot it here. We want to make sure that we're making Brighton press here a little bit. As that's going to be the long pole. Whacking away at it will be number 11, Kieran Hughes. Behind the cage this goes. Back up top, Sager with it. Sager shoots, and going down low, D'Angelo again for Brighton. His outlet pass, clearing attempt in progress, getting it ahead to DeSantis. DeSantis getting pressured, it's going to be turned over. Coming ahead, here are the Blue Devils. They step back into the box. There was the opportunity for Brighton, but they could not get the clear. Victor's ride, keeping this a 2-goal game. Pax Marshall is along the near boundary, trying to get lost in this, and now he'll get it. Marshall pushing it ahead. Marshall lobbing it down low, but then losing the handle. Adrid going out of bounds, and it will be Brighton ball. Racing to that. The keeper, Thomas D'Angelo, but it's now down to 2 minutes remaining. Brighton out of timeouts as D'Angelo is going to run this ahead himself. Getting whacked from behind. Gets it back. D'Angelo still with it. D'Angelo, is he thinking goal? He's got to get rid of it. He does. Now D'Angelo will sprint off the field. Brighton fans going crazy here tonight. Listen to that. Serve will have it on the near numbers. Serve takes it behind the net. Guarded by Palmieri. Down to 1:20 remaining. Brighton can't be this cautious. They've got to get some shots on net. They're down by 2. Here's the play in motion. The shot's just going to go wide. Racing to it out of bounds. Diving to it. Who's going to get it? It's going to go over to Victor. Wow. And then racing off the field, Don Pezzamenti getting that possession. Unbelievable hustle. And that may do it here tonight, a 2-goal game. What effort there by both teams, as now Sager pushing it ahead, sends it over to the far side. .45 seconds remaining here. As now Victor can afford to just pass it around. Sager gets stripped from behind. Problem for Brighton, even though they come up with this, they may be out of time. Fans still appreciating this effort, though. Ground ball on the near side being pushed around. And diving, and it will be Victor possession. And that will pretty much do it tonight with 23.5 seconds remaining. Just one ended up being an A+ game. Back this goes. And for Victor, again, they were pressured tonight. They were tested. And for everybody in Section 5 that is going to end up with Brighton on their schedule, you're going to have to come to work. Face these Bruins as Gravino running around. Thomas Gravino only fitting he's going to finish it off. And there's going to be the first penalty called tonight on Brighton, but not going to matter as the horn's going to sound. Our final score tonight here from Brighton, Victor moving to 11-1 on the season with a 10-8 win over Brighton. The Bruins fall to 5-6. We appreciate you watching here tonight. For the entire team, for our cameraman Kyle tonight, our producer Joel, and the team leader Ben Turchin, my name is Gene Battaglia. Thanks for watching this production here of the Varsity Media Sports Network.